The Chinese online film industry produces several hundred internet movies a year, and given certain limitations related to genres and themes, it is not surprising that periodically mainland filmmakers turn to stories that are, to put it mildly, 100 years old. For example, they endlessly reshoot legends whose protagonists are classic characters from the divine pantheon of Chinese myths, such as Zhang Zia, Neza, the Monkey King Sun Wukong, and others. One of these characters is Three-Eyed Guardian of Heaven Erlangchen. Another movie about his adventures was released in the improvised cycle New Gods. In this version of Erlangchen's formation, he is called by his earthly name Ya-Jun, and growing up in a common man's family side by side with Ya-Jun, the heiress of a fire demon clan, who suspects nothing of his origins. Ya-Jun's father doesn't tell his son about who he is and why he has such unprecedented powers, but the young man never gives up trying to find out who is his mother and where she is. One day he finds a passage to a hidden palace where resides the god Xue-Jing, who will tell Ya-Jun that his mother sacrificed herself to contain the demon queen and prepare the young man for the battle that is sure to happen when the villain breaks free. Formally, Erlang God of the new Legend of Deification is already the fourth film in the internet cycle New Gods, but movies of this franchise are created by different creative teams, they star different actors, and they are not connected to each other in any way. The prefix new in this case means only one thing, that the screenwriters take classic characters, familiar to every Chinese, and invent for them unusual stories of their origin, different from the already familiar legends. But oddly enough, they can't come up with anything fundamentally new, and all these movies revolve around the same plot structures and moves. Erlang God of the new Legend of Deification is no exception to the rule. It is a simple fantasy story about a bad demoness, good demoness, hero who learns his power, and his mentor, which does not contain any really fresh of interesting ideas. Part of the reason for this is that the movie took too long to meet its audience. It was filmed back in the spring of 2020, so in the 3 years that passed, its storyline, already not the most groundbreaking, was beaten to death by numerous competitors. Of course, all of the above does not mean that Erlang God of the new Legend of Deification is impossible to watch. Very much possible, largely due to the humor, which pleasantly diversifies the familiar story and brings down the degree of pathos at least a little bit. But the thing is that those for whom Chinese online fantasy is still a novelty should definitely start their acquaintance with it with something more weighty, and those who watch such movies on a regular basis, Erlang God won't give anything, but only take away 70 minutes of life.